Welcome to the 277th episode of the Cracked Die podcast.
Woohoo!
We did it!
Yay!
Holy shit, guys, we made it out of book 5.
Wait, we did? There's a book 5? Who are we? What's happening?
There's a book 6.
What?
Well, technically, we made it out of book 6, and we're going into book 7 because we did a side quest book.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. We did our little side quest. I loved our side quest.
Me too.
I feel like I've only read 4.
I wonder why that might be.
Huh.
Also, don't mind me. I have a terrible cold, so if I sound awful and weird to y'all, that's why.
Oh, bye-bye. We feel better soon.
It's fine. I'm mostly over it now. The past couple days were much worse, and I'm glad I sound like this and not like I did.
How come? Of course.
Yeah, she was doing a great Roz from Monsters, Inc. impersonation.
Wazowski, you forgot to file your paperwork. Like, he's not even kidding. That's the worst part. I was like, I had more vocal fry than all the Kardashians put together. It was awful.
Yeah, so we did it. We made it out of Katapesh, and we finished all of that. How do y'all feel about that last book?
How long ago did we start that book? Like, in real time? That's, I think, a lot of the question here.
Yeah, I mean, what did we do in this book? Is this one where we showed up in that little town, like in the desert, and we fought like the big firebugs? Then we went to the main town and did something?
Wait. Wasn't this the one where we were underground with the dwarves and the dead people?
No, that was last book.
Oh, I thought they were the same book. Never mind.
Well, looking at our Discord, the patrons seem to really enjoy book 5. So
Yay! I mean, not to say that we didn't, I think.
Yeah, I think just life happened, and it's hard to remember stuff and things right now. That's all.
It really is, though.
No, absolutely. So let me actually pull up and open the book, and we can talk about everything that happened. So first off, the book was Against the Scarlet Triad by John Compton. So this started when you were teleported into that tiny city. You fought a Wendigo.
which was like a fire Wendigo versus a cold one, right?
Yes, absolutely. There was the massive dust storm.
Don't come at us. That's what the book calls them. We know it's not great to use that term.
Yes, it's actually called the Weathered Whale.
There we go.
And then once you did that, you were also able to save the mayor of Finderplain. Actually, yeah. So there was a discussion the other day about my wonderful and abuse of the English language and my math skills.
My favorite part still has to be that he called it whole language, HOLE. Like, there are holes in his language, not whole language, WHOLE, like the complete language. His version is more accurate, despite being incorrect.
First off, I want to say I messed up the name of the town. I know, shocker, I messed up a name. I was calling it Finderplan, and it's Finderplain.
Finderplain, okay.
Which makes way more sense because it was in a plain-esque area.
This is why if you ever hear Sean say, I'm just going to put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Now we know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
This is where you save Satla, who was the mayor.
Mayor Satla.
I remember we had to go around and like save people from the sandstorm.
Yes, Darude was in full effect.
God damn it, Sean.
Then you guys got to Katapesh, where you spent a bunch of downtime influencing the different guilds.
Don't you mean seducing?
You guys became the head of a guild. You saved someone's business. You went and fought some firebugs.
Oh, isn't this also where like the snake people were like poisoning folks? And
Yep, absolutely. There was the caravan.
that was the head of the Alchemist Guild.
Yep. And then there was the Gladiators Guild that you went and murked the old leader of because she was working for the Scarlet Triad. You found a camel, and you didn't feel great bringing the camel back to the head of the Animal Guild, but because he had a very creepy obsession with June Shadow. You met and talked with a giant bird spirit thing. You saved Malik and his daughter from the Scarlet Triad and restored his reputation. You met with a weird guild that wound up being like helpful in a way. And then there was the Sneeple that we dealt with.
The Sneeple. And there were also like the guards, like the Jinn guards that were
Yep. Gin guards and then the alums that were controlled and corrupted. Then you guys had a wonderful debate and party where Knife Sword debuted his new soup, Whiskey on the Socks. And then you got the Scarlet Triad disbarred from this area. And then you went to the Red Pyramid. You met a reluctant tour guide that you didn't bribe, but you gave him money and got him to leave.
I'm sorry, my brain is doing my brain thing. And it just went, if you drink and you don't know what to think of, drinks made on the rocks. Whiskey on the socks.
Whiskey on the socks.
Nice.
We have a jingle. We're ready.
I actually had the entire phrasing worked out and like it left my brain partway through and I fumbled that one line, but it does exist in my head somewhere.
And then you kept looking. You found a fake chamber of gold, and then you found the real chamber of gold, fought more Marileth, which are the snake people, dealt with some more Scarlet Triad people. You dealt with some oozes and ichors, more spirit-bound alums, and then you dealt with a demi-lich that killed Knife Sword, but we then made it so he didn't die.
That didn't happen.
Yep. You then fought Yuri Zandivar and Jalik Jasmine, found out a bunch of information. You met someone from a witch weird. You learned about a new city called the City of Promise. And that's where you're assuming that's where you need to go next. You talked about a weird orb. You all had thoughts about that. Yeah, that's kind of the rough synopsis of everything.
We have thoughts about orbs. Were we pondering them? Were we pondering the great orb?
Yes.
Thank you.
We have to ponder them.
I am so glad we did. We pondered those orbs.
Gotta ponder the orbs.
Ponderosa.
Ponderosa exists still? I don't know.
I don't know. Anything with a make your own Sunday bar is, okay in my opinion.
So yeah, that's kind of what you guys did in this book. It took a little bit longer than normal, but
Yeah, there was a lot of talking and going around and investigating. We did a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not a complaint. That was just like a statement of fact. That book took a bit of time, but I enjoyed running it. I think one of the things that was said in the Discord was that it forces you to do more role playing and using downtime actions more than anything else that we've done. How about y'all?
Brain ceasing to function.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of it is that we don't know. Looking at the Discord chat, it looks like there was a lot of stuff in there that you have, I don't want to say not faithfully followed, but there wasn't a lot of like potatoes. Like it was just all meat. It's like, here's a bunch of skill checks for them to do. Here's this, that, and the other. And you had to like put role playing into it. So I think a lot of that was hidden for us because we didn't see all that. For us, it was just a place that we went and did things. And
well, I think that's my job, right? As a GM, DM, whatever, like, especially with pre-done APs.
It's up to the GM whether or not it's, okay, just roll, or let's sit and talk about this out. And honestly, as a group running a podcast, I feel like let's sit and talk this out is more fun than, okay, here's a bunch of skill checks.
Yeah, honestly, we could have made this entire book like 4 episodes outside of the last section of the Red Pyramid, because I could have just been like, all right, this is what you need to roll these. This is the effect. But for many reasons, one is I don't think that you all, yes, we're doing this for a podcast, and I do always kind of have the audience enjoyment in the back of my brain, but also I'm using this podcast, surprise, by the way, to have a routine game that I get to play and run and do stuff with friends. Yeah.
Ulterior motive.
I know.
No.
Ew, gross. Doing things with friends?
Yeah, well, you should. And that way, if we have to put something out, it makes it like, I don't want to say a job, but like this way we have a reason to meet and put it out and have a consistent game. That being said, I don't think you all as players would enjoy me posting a list of skill checks and be like, roll. All right, we're done.
What? A bunch of theater kids want to improv and act?
Hey, let's not go around throwing that, title on anyone. That sounds terrible.
I know at least 3 of us, I am including you in that, Sean, are absolutely ex-theater kids. Possibly 4. Rob, I forget if you are or not.
Oh, yeah.
So it is literally all of us. Gee, I wonder why we got into some kind of performing art as a hobby.
Yep. No one's going to know.
It's a mystery.
The world will never know.
I mean, yeah, it is, because I was mostly behind the scenes, so it's weird.
Sometimes behind the scenes kids also want to come out. Dang it.
We approve and support that.
Absolutely. So yeah, like there's a lot of have them make the skill check in the book. And I will say, like most Paizo books, there is so much fluff and stuff that players never see or hear or know that it makes me sad. I think when everything is said and done and we finish this AP, I want to sit down with y'all and be like, okay, here's all the stuff that there's no way for me to insert into this story, because other than like leaving weird journals around, that would also like make it a little more convoluted.
As a games writer, can I maybe weigh in on that? What I'm assuming that is, because I haven't read these books because I'm trying to actually do this as a player, is that a lot of it is world building, cultural background stuff, and character motivations. So like if you do want to spend a lot of time building this up and turning it into a very lengthy kind of we're just going to spend time here campaign, probably has a lot more opportunities. Or like, again, if like here's a page on this NPC that they might interact with for 5 minutes, they might become best friends with. It kind of really depends what else is going on, but being able to provide more is a really fun kind of little thing like that if you end up delving into it with your group.
Oh, I have no problem. I always feel like I'm doing a disservice to the people who spend their time making these things, not being able to fit all of the juiciness into it, if that makes sense.
And sometimes that's how it's going to go. Like, we fully understand that when we're writing it. But
Matt, you've GM'd a bunch and you've done a bunch of Paizo-based things. Is that something that you feel as well, or am I just missing, one of those skills?
So I would say that there is, this is something I kind of lament as well, is there's always in Paizo books a 2-page like thing on like your big bad with all of their like history and motivation and everything else. And most times the players are never going to get to know that info. And I don't know. I mean, it is sad that like they went through this process of writing all this information that kind of just nobody sees, but the GM sees it, and hopefully it will allow the GM to present that character in a way that makes them a 3-dimensional character versus, you get to the top of the tower, there's a person, they're there, so you kill them and then you move on. Like they're the boss because they're there rather than anything else. So like in the Agents of Edgewatch, like all of the background on Pratchett and his assistant, who was actually kind of a little tragic, but all of that really shaped how, rather than just being like 2 people that are murdering people in a hotel, like they had their own motivations, they acted in a certain way, and it made sense within the world. But I agree, there's a lot of stuff that the players never see. And I think at the end of the books, like at the end of the campaign, that would be the time to be like, hey, did you know this character from book 1 who you don't remember?
And I would love to go through all of that and just highlight all of those like stories that, we didn't get to see.
Like Calmot has anal warts, is why he's so upset or something, that'll be in that background, but we'll never get to know it unless Sean tells us.
Yeah, if we had just done a healing check or a medicine check, we could have skipped that whole thing and he would have been an ally.
Yep.
I mean, you talk about Calmot, but like we made... oh my goodness, what's his name? Matt, the guy you killed, the guy you poisoned. Alec. We made Alec like a 4-course meal because that's how our story went. But like really interesting. And I mean, we definitely changed things, but like the story that was written for him was pretty neat. The amount of information on Dahak that has come out, like that I have access to, and I'm trying to put in, especially in the little interludes, I try and highlight that stuff. But there's so much that, like, it's just so hard to get everything out.
How many times have I made Dahak lore checks and gotten nothing?
I mean, yes, but you're doing Dahak lore checks on like the current situation.
But it's Dahak lore. You absolutely anytime you could be like, this is a thing you remember or you realize or just anyway. I love you very much.
No, again, I'm not going to take that as a that's a criticism that will make it better. And like now that I understand that's how you want to run to not that's how you want to run to Hawk lore, but like I can throw some more of those things into.
Yeah, I mean, if you just have little interesting nuggets where it's like, well, you don't get the answer you're looking for, but this occurs to you.
Yeah, like that's great. I will definitely try and throw some of that in. That's the type of feedback as a GM that I appreciate, and I will try and take to heart and improve. I don't know all the rules,
especially with the remaster. We're still figuring half that out.
Yeah, Matt, I don't know why they gave you architect lore. There's not a single time that I've seen in any of the books that call out that skill. So that one I don't get, but
But it's still hilarious, so we got to keep using it.
Absolutely.
What I'm hoping is that when we do confront Dahak, it's like in a crumbling castle ruin, and like he can make architecture checks to like bring chunks of the castle down on this dragon that we're trying to fight.
Yeah. I actually just watched a movie called War Machine on Netflix, which reminds me of that, where like he's fighting this creature and doesn't seem to be doing anything. So he starts dropping rocks on it. Essentially, he's just like shooting the area around it so that rubble will fall and hit it. And that's much more effective. Not that anybody cares. War Machine's on Netflix if you want to watch it. I'm not advocating. It was fine. It was an okay movie. Like, it's not bad.
In the woods. I'm so jealous. It's so beautiful.
Sounds like Rob.
Oh, yeah, I think it's Rob.
Sorry.
He's the only one I know that lives in the woods.
No, we're commenting on the lovely nature sounds near your house. How dare you want fresh air and delightful bird song?
The funny part is you guys can hear them. I can't.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Oh, those damn Yankees, why can't we beat them? Sorry, we're going back to the theater kids shit again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, speaking of... Oh, never mind.
No, go.
Wrong podcast.
Oh.
What?
Wait, Rob, you're doing another podcast that are you cheating on us?
What other podcasts are you on?
No, this is the only one I'm on. But when you were talking about theater kids, it just reminded me that I did Our Town in high school. And recently on Starfleet Academy, there was an episode that dealt all with Our Town and just brought back flashbacks.
All for you.
But this isn't a Star Trek podcast, so...
Yeah, just like astral project back to high school.
So I want to know kind of what your impressions are, if you guys can remember. What's coming up? Like, what do you think is going to happen?
I assume a showdown with Dahak at some point.
That was going to be my response.
Yeah, because we've pieced together clearly the Scarlet Triad's eventual goal that they were possibly, needed to steal all their slaves for was to create some kind of artifact orb that would resurrect Dahak, enslave Dahak, do something.
Well, we also have this new information about, I apologize, it's been a while since we've actually recorded the last episode, but there's somebody who created a thing or it's from a place that's very vague, but there's like, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's like, I'm sorry, I feel like an idiot right now, but like there was a person that they were talking about in the last book.
Oh.
Yes. God, what is their name?
And it was like they created a place.
What's their fucking name?
Mankare.
Yes.
Is that the place?
Promise.
Good memory, babe.
Clearly not good enough, but I remember there was somebody at a place. So I think that's probably going to show up because that's the first time we've really heard about it. And it'd be weird to just jam something in somebody's journal at the end of a book and then just like never talk about it again. Typically that sets up the next adventure. So
yeah, I wonder where we'll go next. We've heard about this night called Promise. Yeah, you're going to
Let's go back to Camelot. It was a silly place.
Yes, it was a silly place.
reminds me of Captain Ron, where he's like, well, you've heard of San Juan, right? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, we're going to the island just to the left of it. And like, what's it called? Ted's.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I like hearing that. I'm excited about the last book. I will tell you, it starts, and I don't think it really stops.
Do we just hit the ground running and go from there?
Yeah.
And the game just never ends because it's just random encounters till the end of time till we quit.
It's not even random encounters. It's a lot.
I was gonna say, like, look, I know we probably have a lot of listeners that own Skyrim in 10 different versions, but you don't got to do it like that.
I will say I hosted a wrestling watch along chat, and Finder in our Patreon was there, and we were talking about stuff. And I believe they've run this whole AP. I think said that he had to adjust a bunch of things, or he would have TPK'd his party in the first chapter of this book.
Oh, dang. Anybody else flashing back to the quarry?
No, I pretend that didn't exist. Were you there, Rob?
He was, wasn't he?
I think it was the first time I got to use gravity.
Oh, he was. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Got to use gravity well?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That was like my first episode or whatever. It was very early.
It was early on in the Knife Sword career.
Yeah, but I've been rereading and reading and making sure that I'm, prepared, because it is so fast and furious, and it's all about family.
God damn you, Sean.
Like, I'm looking at the challenges and how quickly they kind of like, if you don't do well on one, it has the quarry feel. And, I enjoy seeing you all win things, but like, I don't know if that's going to happen. Like,
oh no. All right. So we're ready for some high stakes drama for book 6.
yeah. Now I say that, and you guys are going to just breeze through it probably. But I'm excited to see how this goes. I will say that you all have put yourself in a position to succeed, but no, this is an issue that I've seen a lot with, this AP, because it is literally the first AP. I don't know if it's balanced as well as it could be.
And things have changed with the remaster too. So that's, it's where we're playing a modified, optimized, slightly fixed up system with its first iteration of a story too.
Yeah. So this is one of those times where I may have to like throw on a couple templates without telling you. But like, I'm excited to see how this goes.
Everybody else like Loki terrified now?
Nah. I mean, look, either we're going to do well or we're not. I'm not worried about it.
When you give 110%, you got to give 110%. When coach says give 110%.
You got to do good, and you want to do good.
Man, that's a reference.
Is there anything that we missed, either story-wise or loot-wise, that is notable?
No, you guys got everything. I think the biggest thing that you guys could have avoided, and like it's kind of listed as a, you don't have to do this encounter, but if they go into this room, this is what they have to do, which is
is that the Demi-Lich?
The Demi-Lich, yeah. That's the only thing that I think could have been avoided, because again, it's there for experience points if you're doing an XP based game, which we don't do. We do milestone. But I do know how you all work, and you want to be completionists and explore every room, because there could be something super important in one of those rooms. That's the only thing that it's like, yeah, you could have avoided it. You did the Phoenix thing, which, again, another optional quest, I guess, of freeing the Phoenix and helping them out. That was one of those things, like, it's optional, but I'm going to make you all do it.
So we would want to anyway.
I think that the biggest thing that I regret in that book is the lore of the Witchweird, but it's not very, like, they give you a whole bunch of information about Witchweirds, but they don't really give you why they're here as the Pact Master, which is something that I feel I wish I could give you more information about.
I wonder if that's, and again, this is just like business things, if by the time book 5 was coming out, that was becoming a playable heritage in organized play or like a new introduction kind of thing.
Possibly, but also this is so far ahead of when Starfinder was coming out. But I do know that I'm sure it was being cooked on. Oh no, Starfinder was out before 2nd edition.
Yes, it was.
I'm wondering if it was a way to connect the dots.
Maybe.
I mean, if their whole thing is, these do cross over. Yeah, why not toss it into their actual settings?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you'll have these books come out and then you'll have like, oh, this is a new heritage or this is a new whatever. And then you just like never see them in the APs. So I think if they're going to be putting these other heritages out, then or ancestries out, then they got to mix them into the books. And I think that's what they're doing more than anything else. I don't know that there's any good reason for them to be there any more than anything else, but
Yeah. I wish there was more meat on that bone than there was. But other than that, I enjoyed this book because it did give us the ability role play more and use things that we don't normally get to.
I think so.
Cool. So hi, you said we had a question.
We have one question.
Hit it.
Our one question is from Matt from Gettysburg. The question was, I'm glad you're coming back. If you need a question, are you going to throw the Algothulu to the party? Or at the party, excuse me.
The Algothulu.
I'm guessing the algorithm Thulu.
Please hold while I How do you spell that, Haya?
ALGHOLLTHU. I'm pretty sure it's an amalgamation of algorithm and Cthulhu.
I found it. I found what they're speaking of. I know that's not the most satisfying answer. It is a possibility, but it might be something I hold on to until well, let me rephrase this. I might if we need to, but I feel like book 6 is so fast and furious that we might not need that. However, once we decide how we are going to handle the next AP that we do and how it fits into the world of Golarion that we are creating together as a group, it's something that I'm thinking about using to tie both of the stories into the same universe, if that makes sense. But also, something I tossed out was like, oh, what if, for the next AP we do, at least someone or maybe more people are, related to these characters in some way. And Matt rightfully pointed out that you don't get into the Star Wars problem where everyone is a Skywalker and everyone is a Palpatine or that type of stuff. So it's on the table. It's not gone completely, but it's definitely, I don't know if it'll fit into our story.
Interesting.
Yeah, I will say the little blurb that we have about it says that none of the last bit of it, none of this particularly matters for the events of Against the Scarlet Triad, and it should not come into play during Age of Ashes. Although, at your discretion, attracting the attention of this creature may have long-term repercussions of the PC's future.
So, hang on. I'm dumb for many reasons. This feels like there's something behind the scenes that both you and Matt from Gettysburg
understand that we don't.
Yeah, happening cosmically or something.
Also, so it looks like it's Algolthu.
Oh, well, I'm dumb, like I said.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I've never mispronounced anything in here.
So maybe not full on Algothulu. I just did a little Google foo to be like, what the fuck is we talking about here? Because I'm not looking up stat blocks or anything. I just wanted to know what the hell this is.
Things that you did in this book do have larger ramifications, if that makes sense.
Like far-reaching, world-changing ramifications within Golarion?
Yes.
Oh boy.
That being said, the book straight up calls out that this is not necessarily something that needs to happen now. This could be something that happens later, maybe in a side session. Christine, you said someone else proposed a question.
Yes, I have a friend who is listening to the podcast who posed a question to me. She did ask specifically if she had to submit it or if she could just ask me directly. And I was like, well, let's two birds, one stone this. And her question was, is it an in-character knife sword thing, or is it just Rob that has no idea what's happening, like at any given moment?
What are we talking about?
Exactly.
And there's your answer.
Yes.
Well, I hope that makes sense for you, Wendy.
Oh, I do have a question that came in, and this is also for Rob and the rest of the group. Is chili a soup?
Oh, dear Lord.
I feel like this is just a you question.
I like how you're trying to cover it up with somebody definitely asked this, not me. but somebody. The answer, it's a stew.
He's planning the cookbook now.
Well, technically, it's
Yeah, I would argue it's more in the stew category.
I think it's a sandwich.
You heard it here, folks. Chili's a sandwich.
Don't make me pull the cube rule of food chart out.
All right. So I'm going to do something that I've tried to do when we start a new book. We do the question and answer sessions. I'm going to set the scene for the start. Here we go. With a flash and a pop, our heroes return in the basement of their citadel. There is chaos ensuing. Warble is running around, sweating and rolling her eyes at the misfortunes of her fellow goblins, wargs, bugbears, and others that are present here in the building. She stops and looks at you, smiles wearily, and says, well, we've been preparing for you all to come back. There is a surprise that Helba has made for you, as well as the goblins here. As you leave the area you're in and you approach the courtyard, you notice that there is a large amount of sand. Sand that wasn't here before. It looks as if it has been brought in. And Helba looks at you, big old smile across her face. Welcome back! She starts clapping. We tried to make this as much as the Red Pyramid and your time away as possible so you were not homesick there. As she gestures to all of the sand that's coarse and rough and getting everywhere. She then looks at you and says, we've also made you a cake, and gestures to a large pile of red meat in a shape of a pyramid.
Aww.
Look, it's like the one you just defeated.
How fast does word travel?
I was going to say, are you metagaming there, friend?
No.
Who the fuck are you?
Who's Helba? Anybody remember who Helba is?
It's been so long since we've been at the Citadel in character.
Do you mean Yolecha?
No.
Okay, my bad then. Who the fuck are you?
Who's Helba?
Why'd you put sand in our house?
What is happening?
The first book.
I just love the idea that we come back and everyone's like, oh my God. And we're like, who the fuck are you people?
It kind of fits though with
Helba is one of the goblins, the chief of the Bramble Brashers.
Not the Bumble Brushers?
Bumble Brushers.
Well, no, Bramble Brushers is what you have called our goblins.
Yes. You notice that there is a large chunk bitten out of the side of the cake, and one of the warg, no longer puppies, is in the corner chewing and licking its muzzle.
Aw, good job, Charlaboo.
As you look around and see what's going on, and you notice that it's raining very heavily.
Oh no, the sand is turning to mud.
And in the distance, lightning flashing. Not your standard lightning. It's flashing in reds, even some green, with a darkness unlike anything you've seen before. This is clearly not natural.
Knife Sword, what did you do to this guy?
Hey, Knife Sword, remember the thing that our listener, I know I'm breaking so many rules of fourth wall, but remember what we said about, you listening?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had a noise. I just kept thinking about like a dog barking in my ear.
Yes. Pero do you see, Knife Sword, let me turn your head a little bit. Yes, turning. Yep. Do you see over there the lightning that has all these colors, the pinks and the... Yes. Was that you, was the question? Did you do that?
No, the question wasn't did you. The question is what did you do?
Oh, I'm looking at a calendar.
Not when, what?
Not sure. There's a hole there. I mean, literally a smoking hole in the calendar. I don't know. It's gone now.
Can we do lore geography to figure out how far or where that's coming from.
Anything? Hey, would Dahak lore apply here, Sean?
Yes, it would, Christine.
How far by the Dahak's flight is that? Well, there you go, Christine. It's your time to shine, babes. Dahak lore.
I am excellent. I'm excellent at being a little shit. I am so good at being a little shit.
Not gonna lie there.
I got a 34, which means I rolled a 7. As prepared as Sean was for this, he was not prepared.
Yeah, I know.
He was, in fact, not prepared.
That is not enough.
I will hero point that, because like I said, I rolled a 7. How about a 46?
Hell yeah.
That is enough.
I would hope so. That was a 19 on the die.
You remember back to the time of Dahak and during the Age of Ashes. I said the AP name. I said the AP name.
That's the name of the thing.
And you remember that during Earthfall, Dahak was able to create destructive storms of the various elements associated with the now redacted chromatic dragons that no longer exist.
You tell him, baby. Yeah, chromatic dragons.
And in these storms, there was acid rain, bolts of lightning, clouds of poisonous fogs, cyclones of fires, and enormous stones of hail and freezing winds. They also contained Dahak's fury, emotional poison that seeped into the minds of all dragons caught within their effects. Affected dragons became filled with rage and lashed out against their environments, bringing even greater destruction with them. So clearly, this looks like a version of those storms.
Oh dear. How many dragons do we think might be in the area?
Is there a convention of dragons we didn't hear was coming to town or what?
Well, last time this happened, when Dahak was doing all of this, it whipped all the nearby dragons into an equal frenzy.
Oh dear. Okay.
So I'm hoping at this point it's just him we have to deal with, and not any others. But oh my.
Yes, that is one way to put it. Oh my, indeed. Shall we approach? Yani,
You don't have to approach. It seems to be moving towards the Citadel at a rapid speed.
Okay. Bueno.
Who would have thought that for all the traveling we've done, all the issues would come home to roost?
Right. Well, we may as well see how our defenses have fared after all this. ¿Cómo se llama? I'm forgetting the word when it's not in Parisian.
After all this time?
Bueno, sí, time, but also like the upgrades and the refurbishments we've done to the Citadel. Hopefully it will, show all the good work that the goblins and, we have also done. Let us see.
So I know I told you all did not need to log into Foundry for this, but
Yeah, you fucking liar.
Well, I wasn't expecting you all to go into this much depth.
Excuse you.
I was just trying to set a mood, but fine.
What?
If you look in the journal section, it's the book that's open on the right-hand side. You should see something that's called What Has Been Fixed. And I broke it down by what season and who did what. So we're going to stop there for today. This way you guys can look over and review what has been fixed. And if you notice, thanks to, once again, Raku's maps, you have a beautiful citadel that is not destroyed.
Yay.
Well, we can only see one room.
Yes, that's the front door.
Windows I can see are just like grass. So as far as I know, this is one room tower, and I don't know where we were. So this is our citadel. Okay. Good to know. Oh, this one's got leaves in it for fire.
Fire, and
Ash.
acid, and all sorts of storm effects. It's lovely.
It's certainly something.
All right. And with that, we are going to end this session with a big old dragon storm coming towards you.
Cool.
Hooray.
Isn't Dragonstorm the name of like an impossible song?
Yes.
Through fire and flame, Jinx. Yeah, through fire and flame by Dragon Force.
All right, well, if that's it for this episode, then I guess goodbye.
We'll catch you on the next one, and hopefully we all live.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Dragonstorm.
Oh, no, that was Sandstorm. Sorry.
Bye.